Sophie Croft is the best actor, not just at the Miskin, but in the entire world. She's really good at playing lots of different kinds of roles.
Cool.
My
Action. So, what are diagonals and...
Diagonal Stanislavski.
No.
Let's have a look.
This red light is making it look like you've got pink hair.
I thought that because,
Yeah, like pink tips.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Can't
Doesn't
bother to change
matter,
it.
apparently.
That's 43, 44, 45 seconds of my storage wasted. Lottie. Diagonals, what are they and how have they helped you?
Diagonals are a method used by actors to help get into character or understand a character better. When we were working with Will, we used diagonals to help us understand ourselves better. So effectively, the actor is faced with a long corridor and of chairs which other actors can sit in, and each point marks a 2-year period in their life. So the first point is from 2 years old all the way up till the age that you are, which is the present day. And the actor has to walk down this corridor, and at every point they begin with, I am the age that they are at, and they recite a memory, but it's in first person, so a memory from when you were like 4 years old or 6 years old, and so on and so forth. And we did this a few times with a few different members of the company, so I got to watch it a couple of times. And it basically encourages you to go back to a specific moment in your life and just live in that moment. And it doesn't have to necessarily be specific, because not everyone is going to remember stuff from when they're 2 years old, but it's just taking you back through your life. And we used it rather to understand character, we used it to understand ourselves and key moments in our lives. And I didn't get a chance to do it myself, but I got to observe other people in the company. And it was just really interesting to see those key moments in people's lives and how it's affected them as a person. Especially people that I've worked with for 2 years, when they're talking about their childhood and sort of pieces of a puzzle start to make sense and you understand why people are certain ways. And it's something that I have then taken and applied to my other characters for drama school, in the sense of just creating a lifetime for this character and the journey that they've gone on to get to the point where they're giving that specific monologue.
So, Lottie,
Yes.
what are shoeboxes and what purpose did they serve?
A shoebox is what it says on the tin. It's a shoebox and it's individual to each person. Stop it! Now I've got to start again!
I made it really subtle, and then you're there going... Right, carry on.
What is a shoebox and what are their purposes, Lottie?
So the shoebox exercise that we did with Will is individual to each person, and everyone has to bring in a shoebox with 4 specific items of sentimental value from their lives, and they sit in front of the group and they talk about each moment, each item, and why it's special to them and what it means to them. And so this took us quite a while to get through, because there was 19 shoeboxes and each one probably takes about 45 minutes, and it can be quite an emotional thing for an actor, because you have to reveal almost your deepest, darkest secrets, and it's very difficult when you're the one giving a monologue, and sometimes it's really hard to hear what other people in your company have been through. But it's a really great exercise for being honest with yourself and finding out things about yourself and truly knowing who you are and what's affected you throughout your life.
What would you say this process has done to make you into a stronger actor or a weaker actor, and how are you going to take that forward into the rest of your training?
I think that what was missing for me with the last couple of years of training is that I was constantly doubting myself, or I never really had a strong sense of who I was. So going into an audition for drama school, it's really difficult to market yourself if you don't even know what you're about. And even though I would have liked these 6 weeks to have been more intense and worked more with Will, because I think we ran out of time, it has given me a much stronger understanding of who I am as a person and what I need to do to take myself to the next level as an actor, because I think you can't ever be a good actor if you don't understand yourself first.
What would you like to have done more of, and how do you think this would have enhanced your understanding of yourself?
I don't really know what I'd like to have done more of. I think just because we were looking to Will as the expert on the subject, and anything that he could have given us, I would have done, and I would have been very open to. I think out of the stuff that we did do, I would have liked to maybe have done more contact improv or looking at those kind of workshops, because I think they were really integral in helping us bond as a company in those first few weeks. And we only got to explore those once or twice, but I think that's something that we could have gone into much more depth with.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Craft, it's your